Hello everybody and welcome back to another week in the exciting world of DS23. This week I'm going to do quite a few videos because it's a pretty important week. And once again I just want to let you guys know that if you're having trouble with these concepts, make sure that you come in for some extra help. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First off this week, we're going to start off by talking about the sampling error of a sample mean. And that's given just by a real simple formula right here. The sampling error is equal to x bar, which is of course the sample mean, subtract out mu, which is the population mean. So basically the theory behind it is that when you take a sample from a population, you're not necessarily going to get the same sample mean as the population mean. And what we're doing with the sampling error is just finding out what the difference is between your sample mean and the population mean. So to highlight that, let's just go ahead and check out an example. And what I'm going to do for the rest of the semester is I'm going to go ahead and do examples that are from your guys' homework in MyStatLab. This one is homework assignment 7.1.1, which is number 1 from homework number 9. So it reads, a population has a mean of 124. A random sample of 8 is taken from the population and it yields these values, 106, 123, 100, 130, and so on. And of course, what we want to do is find the sampling error. So of course, to figure out the sampling error, we just need to know two different values. We need to know what the sample mean is and what the population mean is. The population mean, of course, is, well, not of course, but is given to us, and it is 124. So over here we'll say that we know the population mean in this situation is equal to 124. Of course though, we also need to know our sample mean, x bar. And to figure that out in this situation, we're not given it directly, we're just given the sample of 8. So to do that, of course, we need to use the formula where the sample mean is equal to the sum of all of our x values divided by however many x values we have. So in this case, of course, we're just going to add up all these values. 106 plus 123 plus 100 plus 130 plus 148 plus 145 plus 135 plus finally 127. And that's all divided by the size of the sample. In this case, our sample size is of course just going to be 8, so it's all divided by 8. And let's see. When I simplify the numerator, I got 1014. And that's still of course divided by 8. And then finally, when I take 1014 divided by 8, I got 126.75. So now, that is our sample mean, 126.75. Now that we have both the values that we need to calculate out what our sampling error is, we just go ahead and plug it in. So in this situation, our sampling error is going to be equal to the sample mean of 126.75. Subtract out our population mean, in this case 124. And that simply gets us 2.75. So all that tells us, in this particular situation, our sample mean was 2.75 units above the population mean.